with losing our starting cornerbacks who are starting corners going into this next season. Also, thanks, guys. Love your show. So appreciate the kind words there, and thanks for tuning in to us as always. But projecting these starting corners here, this is going to be heavily battled this upcoming spring and fall camp. Losing AZ, he's off to the NFL draft, but you definitely have some younger talent that you're excited about. You had to do a whole kind of, this is a big kind of, I wouldn't say, it almost feels like a reset just because what you had in the 2023 season, and you're seeing Renardo Green ball out, Jarrian Jones having a great season as well. But, you're looking for your pure lockdown corner now, or corners. What could it potentially look like going into this next season?
It's tough to say, right? I mean, a lot of youngsters in the mix for Florida State. Obviously, you're losing all three of your starting cornerbacks from last year with AZ headed to the NFL. Fintrell Cypress now exhausting his eligibility and graduating, going to take a shot at the league. And then Kevin Knowles as well, finishing up his career in 2024. So we'll see exactly how this defense is run, and if they're going to have three cornerbacks on the field at every given time. But regardless, you are replacing a lot of talent and experience in that room, and you're going to be asking some of these guys, underclassmen, who some of them now upperclassmen, to step up. And a guy who I'm really high on is Quindarius Jones, and we've talked about him a lot over the last few years. He's got the length, the size that Florida State wants out there at cornerback, 6'2", long arms. And, he was up and down in 2024. You saw some positive moments out there. You think back to the victory against Cal. He provided a pretty good spark there on one of the defensive series in that game, and someone with a lot of promise. And then also, another guy in that same class as Quindarius, Edwin Joseph, who we saw come along in 2024, make some plays on defense, also was an asset on special teams. Jabril Rawls, another guy going into his third year, he was able to get into the rotation some. And then you think about, obviously Charles Lester going into his second year at Florida State, and a highly rated prospect coming in. Started to see him contribute a little bit more as the year goes on, and, needs to continue to grow and develop. And Kai Bates as well. So Florida State, there's going to be a bunch of guys in the mix here, and we'll see who steps up during the spring. And this is also a room where I'd be interested to see if Florida State, depending on how things progress during the spring, if they decide to pursue a veteran transfer to round out that position group.
Yeah, I think as of now, you'd have to feel pretty good about Quindarius Jones locking down one of the outside corner spots, and probably Edwin Joseph in the slot. And then that battle for that second outside corner between Lester, Rawls, Kai Bates. I mean, there's a lot of talented guys in that room, and it's probably going to be the most hotly contested competition throughout spring and fall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you've got Jamari Howard coming back from his season-ending injury that knocked him out for his true freshman season. And then we'll see about some of these freshmen as well. Gregory Xavier Thomas was a very highly rated guy. He's got the potential to play cornerback or safety, but I think he's got an ideal cornerback frame for Florida State's defensive system. So we'll see how it goes, but definitely going to be relying on some inexperienced guys to take that next step forward.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready for some more Quindarius Jones. Like you said, yes, he had signs of some flashes, but also had some things where you saw he was a younger player, but he plays with a lot of physicality and energy, like a guy that has passion. And I think that's something that this team lacked overall, but specifically, I want that on my defensive side of the ball. Definitely, if I want a lockdown corner, that's something that I want with Quindarius, and the length, his physical attributes. That's just something that I think is exciting. He's got to earn it, though. A lot of these guys, these younger guys, got to earn it, and I'm glad there's a lot of competition in there. Coach Surtain, I trust his judgment and his coaching as well, which is a good thing, and I don't have to worry about development there. So looking at Quindarius Jones, I expect an upgrade there. I expect an upgrade in play from him, and interested to see what we get out of Quinn